Welcome everyone out there. Welcome here to the first NDR Kyoto 150 event. My name is Thilo Falkenberg and I will guide you here through the race. You'll be able to post questions and everything you like actually in the thread, in the general Luftverspäte discussion. I will look that up, hopefully that often that I can ask every question for you. Maybe we will be joined by someone else later today, but that's not the case for now. Tomorrow we will have most likely Chris Wilkinson here in the booth, who will help me to commentate this. So I bring you up to date. What you see is the gridding for the first of 4 qualifying races. Those heat races will be for 15 laps each. Every caution lap will be added to those 15 laps. That means that no caution flag will be counted towards this race. Which means we will at least see 15, we will see 15 green flag laps no matter what happens. So the last discussion between admins and races. We seem to miss at least one racer. I hope, by the way, that the sound and everything is right. I will take a look into the chat window. A short schedule of what will happen here further on. This race 1 will conclude around 18:30 UTC approximately. Then there will be a 15-minute break. Then race 2 will start at 18:45 UTC. Should this race take longer, there will be at least a 15-minute gap between the next race and the end of this one. So we're still waiting for the race to start, at least the pace laps to start. Well, maybe I can just tell you a bit about the event. The event was actually designed during the Kyoto 500 in 2011 by Phil Diaz, who is currently the pole sitter in this race. He actually proposed a oval race with these cars, with the XRGs, and moreover he proposed a 4-wide start. And well, about half a year later we're here, and well, we're trying to get this underway. So what you've seen is that the actual race administration application was launched. That's why you have got the pits closed in orange and the T double point yellow at the bottom of your screen. The T double point yellow means that the track condition is currently safety car conditioned, and pits closed means that no one may enter the pit lane. Last questions will be answered now, as at least one racer was missing who should race the first heat race. We've waited about 6 minutes. Important question, if DNFs will... Oh, so if you DNF this race, you will still be part of the main event tomorrow. And here we are. Our safety car driver, Stuart Baker, he's got plenty of experience. I cannot recall all races he served as a safety car driver. Safety car speed about 105 kilometers per hour. So going through the starting lineup, we will start this race double file, not quadro file like tomorrow. Phil Diaz is on pole position. For this one, he was the fastest in the pre-qualifying session, which actually was the reason why we are holding a 2011 event in 2012. We've experienced some problems there. On position 2 we've got Gablowski, Kagash on 3rd, 4th is Bjornsson, 5th is Letteriello, and 6th is Alexic. I'm sorry for the pronunciation. one more lap until we see the green flag. Safety car will come into the pit lane this time by. Strangely, something is wrong with the formation. As you see, top 4 guys are in rows of 2, while those 2 at the back are driving behind each other. Let's wait and see what this will mean. Like in all NDR events. Okay, there is the order by race administration for car 155 to go alongside car 123. Nice little 6-car race. Should not be well, there should not be that many cautions. If there are, I blame some of the drivers there. I mean, you can blame them too if you like. And the safety car comes in. Fuldius controls the field. And we go racing any moment now. Green flag is out and we've got a nearly spinner in the back. And we already see a 3-car draft in the front. Lap 1 and Phil Diaz leads the race. In front of Kagash, Letteriello, Gablowski, now Gablowski works together with Larry Letteriello. I'm sorry for that name, I can't get this really over my lips. And now we've got Phil Diaz right, well, at the back of this heat race. Oh, and the green car nearly spun there. The good thing about this field, there is not much you can miss. On board with Gablowski. You see that actually you press your nose into the back of the car in front. This bump draft will give you a couple of kph. So this race is for the pole position, as was asked in the chat. And yes, it is. Anyone who finishes this one in first position will be on pole. Actually, if you just look at the line closest to the pit wall, the result of this race will determine who will start on that line in which order. So, for example, we've got... Oh, and... that was a near spin situation. So currently we've got Gabalowski in front. That means he will start from pole position. Then we would have Letteriello on 5th, Kagash in 9th, Phil Diaz in 13th, Bjornsson, who was the car nearly spun earlier, would start in 17th, and Alexis would start in maths are not my strength, you see, at least not while commentating. Three-car group for the lead currently. Okay, well, I didn't tell you the truth out there, just was informed that the official rules still state that the cars will be ordered as per their pre-qualifying time. So each heat race winner will be ordered by their pre-qualifying time. So row 1 will be only of heat race winners, but the order is not decided here in this race, but by the performance in the pre-qualifying session, which was underway until Thursday night at 23:59 UTC. Some hard racing going on there. The rest of the positions will be also determined by the pre-qualifying time, and those who will make it on the last chance qualifier, they will order up in the order of the relative pre-qualified times as well. Crossed flags, halfway point. So if you joined and see just a couple of cars, now we haven't had a big crash which caused half of the grid or even more to retire. This here is the turnout. On board here with Phil Diaz. Oh, Nice little bump to the right rear, and so you've got path cleared, and then our camera enters the car in front. Kagash leads in front of full Diaz, and Gablowski is still in touch for the race win. Diaz now loses a bit of room to Gablowski and Kagash. And yeah, they pull away. 5 laps to go at the end of this one. Oh no, including this one, that means 4 laps to go at the end of this one. New personal best by Björnsen in the back. Lap 45 seconds and a bit. Okay, the front row will be decided between those two, it seems. Fodias is quite too far back to... Oh, and Kagash with a lag and another lag. Let's don't hope this continues. Another lap, and he... Oh! Contact with Gablowski, and he is in the wall. That seemed to be lag related, and the next lag spike. Kagash has some serious problems with internet connection, it seems. Unfortunate for Gablowski, but fortunate it seems for Kagash, because he's got quite a gap. Let's see if the administration will decide anything about that. 2 laps to go, and Kagash is the leader of the first heat race. And most likely will also be the winner. Now looking back to Phil Diaz from the onboard. We still can see how those cars touch each other, and how this force by the touch moves the car in front. But they seem really to be too far away to get Kagash. Even though bump drafting is a lot faster, especially in those underpowered cars. But white flag is out. through turn 2. Into the final turn of this race. Take a look behind. Full Diaz goes to the inside of Gablowski. So, and Kagash crosses the line, wins the race, and Phil Diaz takes second position in front of Gablowski. Narrow finish between those two. Fourth, Letteriello. Fifth, Björnsson. Sixth, Alexic. Well, and that was Heat Race 1. Winner may go to start and finish line to celebrate, and the rest of the guys will go to pit lane. While Flodius drives through the camera, here is our winner of Heat Race 1, Kagash. Celebrating it with some donuts and causing thereby the yellow flag in Sector 2. Taking a quick look into the entry list for Heat Race 2, we will see Jack Sedgwick, Sean Williams, Isaac Price, Stephen Martin, among others. Just to give you a brief look at who will drive in Heat 2. So we will do a quick break and return for Heat 2, so stay tuned. Yeah, and let's hope for Heat 2 to be a bit more crowded.